Look at me, my child. Pause for a moment. I know your finger was ready to scroll, your mind already moving on to the next thing. But I am asking you now, look at me. This moment is not an accident, and it is not filler in your day. I am speaking to you because time matters, and opportunities from me do not always announce themselves twice. I am not raising my voice in anger, but I am calling you with urgency born out of love. What I am placing before you right now carries weight, and I do not want you to miss it. You have been waiting for something to shift, something to open, something to finally make sense. And here you are, standing at a quiet intersection, not realizing how close you are to what you asked me for. This is how I move sometimes, not with thunder, but with a whisper that requires your attention. That is why I say again, look at me. Do not look at your fear. Do not look at your past. Do not look at how unready you feel. Fix your eyes on me, because what I am offering cannot be seen clearly any other way. I need you to understand this, my child. Opportunities from me are gifts, but they require response. Not panic, not perfection. Response. If you treat this moment as common, it will pass like many others have. Not because I stopped loving you, but because you chose not to listen when I called. I am not saying this to scare you. I am saying it to wake you. You asked me to lead you, and this is me doing exactly that. If this message has reached your heart even a little, do not keep it to yourself. Like this video as a simple act of agreement. Comment to say, I'm listening, because words spoken matter. Share this with 3 people who need to hear my voice right now, not later. Hype this message so it reaches the ones who are seconds away from giving up. And subscribe, not out of habit, but as a decision to stay where I speak to you. These are not small actions when they are done with an open heart. I'm asking for your attention because what comes next requires it. There are doors that open only when you notice me standing beside them. There are moments that do not wait for certainty, only for trust. You do not need to have everything figured out. You only need to stay present with me right now. This is not pressure. This is invitation. Breathe. Let the noise settle. Let your heart soften. I am here, and I am speaking to you personally. Do not rush past this. Do not tell yourself you will come back later. Later is not promised, but this moment is already in your hands. Look at me, my child. Stay with me. Do not let this opportunity pass away. My child, I see you. Not the version of you that others see, not the one you show when you say you're fine, but the real you. The one who carries questions in silence and strength in ways no one applauds. I see the weight you've been holding, the thoughts you replay at night, the prayers you whisper when words feel too heavy to speak out loud. You are not hidden from me. You have never been overlooked. I know there are moments you wonder if I notice how hard you're trying. You ask yourself if your quiet faith even counts, if the small steps you take matter when progress feels slow. Hear me clearly now. I see every step. I see the days you chose not to quit even when quitting felt easier. I see the restraint you showed when you could have reacted. I see the obedience you offered even when it cost you comfort. Nothing you've done in faith has grown unseen. You may feel like you are behind, like others are moving forward while you are standing still. But I need you to understand something deeply. Stillness is not absence. Waiting is not rejection. I have been working in places you cannot see yet, shaping outcomes you have not imagined, aligning moments that require perfect timing. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. I also see the disappointment you tried to bury, the door you hoped would open, the prayer you thought I would answer differently. You questioned yourself after that, wondering if you heard me wrong or if you were asking for too much. My child, disappointment does not disqualify you. Doubt does not cancel my plans for you. Even your confusion has not pushed me away. You are chosen, not because you are flawless, but because your heart keeps turning toward me. I chose you knowing your weaknesses, your fears, and the places you still need healing. I am not surprised by your struggle. I am present in it, and I am closer to you now than you realize. I know you've been strong for a long time. You've carried responsibilities quietly, held others together while feeling yourself come apart inside. You told yourself to keep going, to stay faithful, to trust me even when you didn't feel me near. That endurance has not been wasted. Strength built in hidden seasons becomes the foundation for what comes next. This message reached you because I wanted you to know this truth before you move forward. You matter to me deeply. Your story matters. Your obedience matters. I am not calling you because you are failing. I am calling you because you are ready. Ready to see differently. Ready to hear me clearly. Ready to step into what I have been preparing when you thought nothing was happening. Stay with me, my child. You are seen. You are known. And you are exactly where you need to be right now. My child, listen closely now, because this is a truth many miss. Not every opportunity I give arrives wrapped in excitement or clarity. Some come quietly, almost unnoticed, because they are designed to test your discernment, not your emotions. You have been taught to look for signs that impress you, confirmations that overwhelm you, moments that remove all doubt. But I often speak in stillness so your faith can grow roots, not just reactions. If you wait for perfect confidence, you may miss the very thing you prayed for. Here is the truth you need to hear. Delay does not always mean denial, and silence does not mean absence. I am not absent in the quiet moments. I am inviting you to trust me beyond what you can explain. Opportunities from me often appear ordinary at first, requiring obedience before understanding. That is where many turn away. They look for something easier, louder, safer. But the path I prepare sometimes begins with a simple step that feels too small to matter. That step is where power is hidden. Now hear me in this moment, because this is not separate from what I am doing in your life. When my word reaches hearts through this message, it is not by accident. I say to you now, this is where your obedience can become a seed that multiplies beyond you. When you support the spreading of my voice, you are not giving to a platform. You are sowing into souls you may never meet. I am the one who said that when seed is sown in good ground, it produces a harvest pressed down and overflowing. I am inviting you into that work. Do not hesitate. Act now through super thanks, membership, or the PayPal link placed before you in the description and shown through the QR code. I see every seed, and I bless the hands that release it, because through your obedience my light reaches places your feet cannot go. Return your heart to this truth, my child. I am not asking you to chase opportunity. I am asking you to recognize it. What I place before you may feel simple, but it carries divine weight. When you respond to me in small obedience, I align greater doors in ways you could never arrange on your own. This is how my kingdom moves. Quiet faith, timely action, willing hearts. You do not need to understand everything to move forward. You only need to trust that I am faithful. What you call uncertainty, I call preparation. What you call delay, I call alignment. Do not despise the moment you are in right now. This is where truth is being revealed to you. Stay attentive. Stay open. And remember this always. When I speak, it is because I am already at work. My child, because I love you, I must speak to you with honesty and care. There are moments when hesitation disguises itself as wisdom, and delay pretends to be patience. I am gentle with you, but I am also truthful. Some of the things holding you back right now are not obstacles I placed in your path. They are fears you learned, habits you grew comfortable with, and doubts you allowed to linger longer than they should have. I am not correcting you to shame you. I am correcting you to free you. You have learned to overthink what I asked you to trust. You keep replaying old outcomes, measuring new opportunities by past disappointments. But I did not call you to live looking backward. When you keep asking for guarantees before obedience, you slowly train your heart to distrust my voice. That is not who you are meant to be. There are times I ask you to move before you feel ready, not to rush you but to teach you dependence. Readiness does not come before obedience, it grows from it. You have been waiting to feel brave enough, confident enough, certain enough. But courage is formed while you walk, not while you stand still. If you remain where you are because it feels familiar, you will miss the growth that only movement can bring. Hear this with love. Distraction has been stealing moments from you. Not always bad things, just noisy ones. Too many voices competing for your attention. Too many opinions shaping your decisions. Too much time spent questioning what I already made clear. I am not angry with you for this, but I am calling you back to focus. When you scatter your attention, you weaken your discernment. When you slow your obedience, you dull your spiritual sensitivity. I also need you to release the belief that missing one opportunity means I stop loving you. That is not how I work. But understand this truth. Repeated delay hardens the heart. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but quietly. Each ignored nudge becomes easier to ignore the next. I am correcting you now so that does not happen. I want your heart soft, responsive, alive to my leading. You are not too weak to obey me. You are not too late to respond. But you must stop negotiating with fear. Stop asking others to confirm what I've already told you. Stop waiting for conditions to be perfect. Perfection is not required. Faithfulness is. And faithfulness often looks like doing the next right thing even when you feel unsure. My correction is proof of my care. I do not correct what I plan to abandon. I correct what I intend to elevate. You are being shaped, not scolded. Redirected, not rejected. I am teaching you how to recognize my timing and honor it. When I say now, it is because now carries purpose. Let this correction settle gently in your heart. Receive it without defense. I am guiding you away from what delays you and toward what will grow you. Trust me in this. I am leading you forward, not holding you back. My child, let me strengthen you now. I know the weight you have been carrying has made you feel tired in places you cannot explain. You have tried to stay hopeful while feeling uncertain, faithful while feeling stretched. And still, you are here. That alone tells me something about your heart. You have not given up, even when you felt close to it. I want you to hear this clearly. You are stronger than you think, because I am with you. You may feel fragile right now, like one more challenge could knock the wind out of you. But fragility does not mean weakness. Sometimes it means you have been standing too long without rest. I am not asking you to push harder. I am asking you to lean closer. Strength does not come from striving, it comes from abiding. When you draw near to me, I exchange your weariness for my peace. You are not walking into what comes next alone. I go before you. I walk beside you. I remain behind you. Every step you are afraid to take, I have already seen the outcome of it. Nothing ahead of you is a surprise to me. When your mind fills with questions, remember this truth. I already hold the answers, even when I choose not to reveal them all at once. I know you sometimes doubt your ability to endure. You wonder if you have what it takes to remain faithful if things get harder. My child, you have endured more than you ever thought you could, and you are still standing. That endurance was not self-made. I carried you through nights you thought would break you. I steadied you in moments when you felt like letting go. The same grace that sustained you then will sustain you now. Let me remind you of who you are becoming. You are not the person you used to be. You have grown in discernment, in compassion, in resilience. You notice things you once ignored. You respond differently than you once did. Growth often feels uncomfortable because it stretches you beyond what you knew. Do not confuse discomfort with failure. Sometimes it is simply evidence that you are becoming stronger. I am breathing courage into you now. Not loud courage, not reckless courage, but quiet confidence that knows I am trustworthy. You do not need to write. You do not need to prove anything. You only need to keep your heart open and your steps aligned with me. I will give you strength for today. Tomorrow's strength will come when tomorrow arrives. Rest in this assurance. I am not asking you to carry what is too heavy for you. I will lighten what burdens you and reinforce what supports you. When you feel unsure, pause and remember who is guiding you. When you feel tired, let me renew you. When you feel small, remember that I am great. You are not failing. You are forming. You are not weak. You are being strengthened. Stay with me, my child. I am restoring you, even now. My child, now let me speak assurance into your spirit. I know uncertainty has made you question what lies ahead, but I need you to understand this truth deeply. When I make a promise, I do not forget it. Time does not weaken my word. Delay does not cancel my intention. What I have spoken over your life still stands, even if the path to it has not looked the way you expected. I promise you this. When you trust me, you will not be led into confusion. You may not always see the full picture, but you will feel my peace guiding you step by step. That peace is not an emotion. It is direction. When you sense it, follow it. When you lose it, pause. I am faithful to lead those who are willing to listen. I promise that obedience will never leave you empty. You may release comfort, familiarity, or control, but I will replace them with what truly sustains you. I do not ask you to surrender anything without purpose. What you place in my hands, I either multiply, transform, or return in a way that strengthens you. Nothing given to me is ever wasted. I also promise that I am working in timing you cannot see. There are doors prepared for you that will open only when you are ready to walk through them without breaking. There are blessings ahead that require maturity, patience, and trust. That is why I have been teaching you to wait without quitting and to hope without demanding speed. My timing protects you as much as it provides for you. Do not fear missing out on what I have for you. What is meant for you cannot pass you by when you walk with me. You do not need to compete. You do not need to rush. You do not need to compare your journey to anyone else's. I tailor my plans personally. I know exactly what you need and when you need it. I promise you rest for your soul, not escape from responsibility, but peace within it. Even when challenges remain, you will sense my steadiness beneath you. Even when answers are delayed, you will know you are not abandoned. I am not a distant promise. I am present help. Trust is the key I am asking you to hold on to now. Trust when the outcome is unclear. Trust when progress feels slow. Trust when obedience costs more than you expected. Each time you choose trust, you align yourself with what I am already doing behind the scenes. I promise you this as well. Your future is not fragile. One mistake cannot destroy what I am building. One wrong turn cannot erase my grace. When you stumble, I steady you. When you grow weary, I renew you. When you are unsure, I remain sure. Let these promises settle into you. You do not need to chase them. Walk with me, and they will unfold in time. I am faithful, my child. I have always been, and I will not stop now. My child, now is the moment to respond. Not with fear, not with pressure, but with faith. You have listened. You have felt my presence stirring your heart. What I ask of you now is simple, yet powerful. Choose to trust me actively, not passively. Faith is not only believing I can move, it is agreeing to move when I ask you to. This is where many pause. They feel the nudge, sense the calling, recognize the opportunity, yet wait for another sign, another feeling, another confirmation. But hear me clearly. Obedience delayed is obedience weakened. I am not asking you to rush blindly. I am asking you to step forward intentionally. Say yes in your spirit before you see the outcome. A yes is what unlocks what comes next. Right now, you may feel a mixture of peace and uncertainty. That is not confusion. It is transition. Transition always stretches you because it pulls you out of what is familiar and into what requires trust. Do not resist that feeling. Let it remind you that you are moving, not stuck. You are responding, not retreating. I want you to talk to me in this moment. Not with perfect words, not with rehearsed prayers, but with honesty. Tell me what you are afraid of. Tell me where you feel unsure. Tell me what you are holding back. I already know, but speaking it releases it. When you bring it into the light of my presence, it loses its power over you. This is also the moment to release control. You have been trying to manage outcomes, timelines, and expectations. Lay them down now. Control may feel like safety, but trust is where peace lives. When you release control to me, you make room for my guidance to become clear. You do not have to know every step. You only need to take the one in front of you. I am calling you to act in alignment with what you have heard. That action may be internal, a decision to forgive, to let go, to commit again. Or it may be external, a step you have been postponing, a door you have been afraid to approach. Whatever it is, do not dismiss it as insignificant. Small acts of obedience carry great spiritual weight. Do not wait for courage to appear. Courage follows action, not the other way around. When you move with me, strength rises to meet you. When you respond to my voice, clarity follows. This is how faith becomes alive, not through intention alone, but through response. I am with you in this activation moment. I am not watching from a distance. I am guiding you from within. You are not stepping into the unknown alone. You are stepping into what I have already prepared. So take a breath, settle your heart, and choose me again. Choose trust over fear. Choose obedience over delay. Choose faith over comfort. This is not the end of the journey. It is the beginning of movement. Respond now, my child. I am ready to lead you forward. My child, rest here with me for a moment. Let everything you have heard settle gently into your heart. This message was not meant to rush you, but to realign you. I called you to look at me because I wanted you to remember where your peace comes from. Not from certainty, not from speed, not from control, but from knowing that I am with you and that I am guiding your steps with care. You are not leaving this moment empty-handed. You are leaving with clarity, with reassurance, with a renewed sense of direction. You do not need to replay every word to make it work. Simply carry the truth with you. You are seen, you are led, and you are not late. What I have for you is still ahead, and I will walk with you into it. As you move forward, keep your heart soft. Keep listening. Keep responding when I nudge you, even if the step feels small. Small obedience builds great trust, and trust opens doors you cannot force open on your own. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to stay connected to me. Now hear me as I speak this into your spirit. What you have received here is meant to flow beyond you. My word is living water, and it was never designed to stop with one soul. When you help this message reach others, you become part of the river I am using to bring light into weary hearts. This is me speaking to you now. Take part in what I am doing. Sow into this work through Super Thanks membership, where the PayPal donation links placed in the description and shown through the QR code. When you give, you are planting seed into ground I am already blessing, and I promise you that no seed sown in obedience returns empty. Act now. Do not delay. Let your generosity become a response to my voice, and I will pour back into you in ways you do not expect. As this moment comes to a close, I want you to carry peace with you, not pressure. You do not have to solve everything today. You only have to stay faithful today. I will handle tomorrow. I always have. If this message spoke to you, respond in faith. Like this video as an act of agreement with what I have spoken. Comment to declare that you are listening and trusting me. Share this message with 3 people who need to hear my voice right now, because you never know who is standing at the edge of giving up. Hype this message so it reaches the hearts I am already preparing. And subscribe, not just to a channel, but to a space where my voice continues to meet you. Go now with confidence, my child. I am ahead of you, beside you, and within you. Do not fear what comes next. Walk with me. I will lead you, and I will not let you miss what is meant for you.